here and proclaim this message, answering the question what love is. A lot of times we associate love with how we are feeling. How we are feeling. You're going to have some good days, you're going to have some bad days. You're going to have some good moments, you're going to have some great moments. But what we need to learn how to do is make sure that our feelings are connected to the facts. Satan is a deceiver. And oftentimes, those people that God has placed in your life, they end up being our enemies because of how we are feeling, what we are thinking at the time. When God created you, he placed you in a family. He did not make a mistake in where he placed you. And the people that you've grown to know and understand and love, they've been in your life as long as God allowed you to be here on this earth. But we seem to forget how to love one another. Life becomes so routine to where we just looking at one another. We're not loving, we looking. And how many people do you see right now that God has placed in your life, you just don't want to see them no more? Because you spend more time looking than loving. Out of all of what you see, the negativity that goes into your mind, whether it be a person, whether it be a place, or anything that you associated with, that's really in your head. That's not in your heart. It's in your head. Because the same ones that you don't want to see, most of them you'll cut from. Most of them you will get up. If you have to get up, you will get up for them. If they would have called you in the way that they used to, I see you back there, you would recognize that you still have love for them. No matter what they have done, no matter what they've said, no matter how they've changed, you still love them.
Amen.
We need to spend more time loving than looking. But we have to understand how love works. The scripture said, "Beloved, let us love one another, for love is of God. And everyone that loveth is born of God and knoweth God." I want to let you know something about love. If you don't know God, then you don't know love. You don't have a relationship with God, you won't know how to love. You know how to hate, because the world teaches hate. The world thrives on hatred. So much things that are placed in front of our eyes, trying to control our minds. It's not teaching us how to be Christians and believers, lovers of God and one another. Teaching us how to be divided. Teaching us how to be forgetful. It's reminding us of how vulnerable we are as humans. The information that we have taken on our mind, we've come to know what knowledge we have actually goes to the character that we display in the world that we live in. Many of us are living underneath our privileges. Just because you're black doesn't mean that you're a thug. But if you associate thuggism with being who you are, then that's who you are. The scripture said, as a man thinketh, so is he. So we're going to have to learn to love beyond the color. We have to love because we are God's children, not because we're black, white, Hispanic, Asian. There are some folk that we associate ourselves with because of how they look. You never got a chance to even get your heart involved because you're loving with your eyes. You're looking with your eyes. Many of us today are challenged in this environment because we leave God out. But God is love. This is what we learn in the 7th verse. Let us love one another, for love is of God. It is a godly thing for you to do, to love someone. So if it's godly to love someone, what is it to hate? It has to be ungodly.
Amen.
It has to be devilish. It has to be ungodly. And many of us practice on a daily basis hating on other folk. Practicing having an attitude and being arrogant and being lonely. We practice being upset. There are some professional mad people in our lives. Some of y'all got mad down. Can you witness? So you come around, you feel the anger in the room. Like, what you mad at? And the things that they be mad at be very small. Now, I remember when TV was so important in my life, and when my show did not come on. And don't let the president start speaking on the show of God.
Right.
Here he is addressing the nation.
Right.
Could he done that, during the news? Not doing the news.
Right.
I'm dating myself, but don't mess up the Cosby Show. Amen. Yeah. Some of us, we've learned how to hate our enemies, but God says that we ought to love them. But you can't love if you don't know God. For God is love. Galatians 5:13-14 says, For brethren, ye have been called out unto liberty. Only use not liberty for an occasion to the flesh, but by love serve one another. For all the law is fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Let me speak to your heart right quick, because some of us don't know who is our neighbor. Our neighbor is not just the person that are living next to you. And your neighbor is all those who are on this earth. We walk by our neighbors. Some of us speak to our neighbors. Some of us are related to our neighbors. Some of our neighbors are our teachers and our instructors. Some of our neighbors are our police officers and our firefighters. Some of our neighbors don't look like us. They have a different ethnic descent. But they're still our neighbors.
Yeah.
The Word of God said the law is fulfilled when you love them, because when you love somebody, you won't curse it.
Mm-hmm.
When you love somebody, you won't steal from them.
Yeah.
When you love somebody, you won't lie to them. When you love someone, you won't cheat on them.
Yeah.
Love, he said, love fulfills the law because God is love. And many of us struggle because we want to differentiate who we love and how we love based on what we see. We're looking and not loving. Matthew 5:44, Jesus said, You have heard that it had been said, Thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thine enemy. But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you, that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. Jesus speaks these words to us because love is the power that we all need to have. We all need to display. Because when we show love, we show God. He that loveth not knoweth not God, for God is love. God has manifested his love toward us so that we could have compassion one for another. He maketh the sun shine, rise on the good and the bad. The Lord reigns on the just and the unjust. Who are you and who am I to differentiate or find a reason not to love somebody when God has loved me? Mm-hmm. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but shall have everlasting life. God has used love in order to give us a gift that we might live today.
Amen.
It was his love for us that he gave his only begotten Son. Love is the first fruit of the Spirit of God, because God so loved that he gave. The life that we have been given today, the same love that God has towards us, we have to have it toward one another. But we still have to answer the question, what is love?